Integrated Access, Tool 3, Barrier Identification. Students can experience a variety of different barriers at university, and these can often get grouped together and can appear as one global problem, whereas these can actually be broken down into bite-sized chunks or barriers with targeted solutions, making things much more manageable and achievable.
When I first came to university, my first year or so, I wasn't doing so well, and I thought of school in general as a barrier. I had really high expectations, and the reality of what I was living wasn't meeting my own standard. I realized that where all my problems were coming from is that I had picked a program that wasn't for me. I picked something that in and of itself was a barrier for my personality, for my learning style, for my interests. And once I switched programs, I realized that school was not the problem. And I was able to take a look at barriers in general. Sometimes it's our expectations that are barriers. We may experience barriers in the environment. I know I do in certain classrooms or with certain teachers, not being able to hear them very well. And all those barriers, when you look at them and can divide them up and section them, make it a lot more manageable to take them into bite-sized chunks than one global problem. Being able to dissect the barriers like that really helped me to be more successful and more happy as a student.
We're now going to walk you through a self-reflection that will help you identify some of the barriers that you may be experiencing on campus. Feel free to pause the video as you need. Do you experience barriers with physical space on campus? For example, getting into buildings, accessing washrooms, the hills in winter, classroom furniture, audio equipment. Do you experience barriers with course material? For example, course readings, lecturing styles, handouts, online resources. Do you experience barriers with course assessments? For example, is your class assessed solely through pop quizzes? Are there only multiple choice exams available? Are you evaluated on in-class participation? Take a minute and reflect on any other barriers that you may be experiencing on campus. Today we looked at recognizing barriers that we may experience in an academic environment and how barriers can arise in our access to education.